Hi everyone, I am Rikita. Discuss some of this in our earlier class. Today we will go deeper into how water travel in tall plants. So it is a topic belongs Unit 3 Transport System in Plants MYP4 Part 1. So in today's section, we will discuss about root hair cells, adhesion, cohesion, a kind of force, capillary action, osmosis, diffusion, Turgor pressure, and root pressure. Let's start. So the overview of water uptake. We know water is the main essential fluid for all cellular processes. Simple. In case of plants, water play a many vital role in transport, photosynthesis, structure, cooling in plants. So let's understand what is photosynthesis. So photosynthesis, it's a simple process conversion of sunlight, solar energy into the chemical energy. So it's a process of making food of plants from source sunlight and converted into the chemical energy that is glucose. Water moves. How water travel in a plant? Basically, it moves from soil, root, stem, leaves, and an atmosphere, transpiration stream. So we will cover each and everything in depth. Let's start from the first root hair cells. We know the part of the plant. Basically, a plant having characterized feature, and this feature is leaf, root, and stem. Basically, roots cover the root portion, root system. It have root and roots have further root hair cells. So root hair cells are the small hair-like part of a root cell. So this is a root cell. Let's assume it's a root cell. Root cell have extension. It's a part that is thin hair-like structure. These are the small hair-like part on root cell. They help. This is called root hair cell entire thing, right? They help absorb water and mineral from soil. So help to absorb H2O plus mineral from the soil. So specialized epidermal cells. What is epidermal? Epidermal cells which is present on the top on the external part. With long extension. This is a long extension of the cell. Increased surface area leading to water absorption plus mineral absorption. What are the main process? Water enter in root hair cells by osmosis. Now let's introduce our new term that is osmosis. So osmosis, it's a movement of water molecule from high level to low level. This is called osmosis. For example, root hairs of grass plant absorb water from moist soil. So basically, root hair cells they increase surface area so the plant can take in more amount of water. Let's understand by this with the help of image. This is the epidermal cell, cell wall, cytoplasm, inner jelly-like substance, the vacuole, the space inside the cell membrane, and the nucleus. So this is entire one, say root hair cells. Root cells plus having its hair. Why this hair is present? To increase the surface area, leading to more absorption or rapid absorption of H2O plus minerals. Now question comes how water is absorbed by the root. Assume this dot one is the water molecule present in the soil and the star is the mineral present in the soil. So the concentration of water H2O in the soil is very high, right? And the concentration of H2O in root hair cells and the root very low. So automatically water moves from high to low and these water molecule absorbed by root hair cells by following Osmosis process. Look how this thing works. The movement of this red one thing, which is water from high to low. Look, the water molecule in the soil, the concentration of water is very high, whereas in the root is very low. Automatically, water moves in. That is called the osmosis. Osmosis, it's a kind of a passive transport. For water or for liquid only, passive transport allow water to move high to low region without any consumption of ATP. No need to ATP consumption here. Let's understand another topic, adhesion. So, what is adhesion? Water molecules stick to surface of xylem vessels. So, let's draw water molecules. So, water stand H2O and the oxygen, hydrogen, another hydrogen. So, this is one water molecule. These water molecules stick with the xylem vessel. So, it's a xylem vessel, or we can say it's a xylem tissue. So xylem tissue and the wall of xylem tissue sticks water molecule. That kind of force between water molecule and the xylem vessel, that is adhesion. You can say it is a force of attraction between two dissimilar molecules. It's helped to maintain unbroken column of water. Example, water adhere. Water adhere to cell wall inside xylem tube, leading to water uptake. So H2O uptake. So water sticks to the wall of the xylem tube. This help it to move upward inside the plant. Right? Let's understand by the help of this image. Focus on the word adhesion. Adhesion is this one. So basically this is water molecule. This is the xylem vessel, xylem wall, the force of attachment, attraction, and you can say sticking force is called adhesion. Let's do another concept, cohesion. It's a just opposite of adhesion. So cohesion, when water molecules stick to each other. So here one water molecule stick with other water molecule. That kind of attachment and force of attraction between similar molecule, that is called cohesion. Similar molecules called cohesion. So water molecules just cut it. Water molecules stick to each other through hydrogen bond, and the force of attraction between the similar thing called cohesion enables water column to pull upward. For example, cohesion between water molecule in tall trees. It helps water uptake up to 100 meter in redwood tree, which is a gymnosperm tree. I hope the gymnosperm, you know, gymnosperm and the angiosperm. So all kind of flowerless plant are gymnosperm, and all kind of flower plants, flowering plants called angiosperm. Now the how the image show difference between the adhesion and cohesion. So look, follow. This is water molecule H2 and this is other molecule. Assumes it's xylem tissue. The force of attraction between this similar molecules, adhesion. Force of attraction between two same thing, two same water molecule, that is called cohesion. Clear? Now come on the capillary action. This is when water moves through thin tube. Capillary, it means thin tube. Something moving thin tube without applying external pressure or the force. That is capillary action. So combination of adhesion and cohesion cause water to rise in thin tube. Show in the picture, look. This is a tube having greater diameter. Let's assume it's D1. This is tube have lesser diameter D2. It is very thin diameter tube, so it's small d. You see the level of water automatically goes. So it's reach here, the height is here, and this here. So water moves through thin tube automatically without consuming any ATP without needed any kind of external force. These force and these action called capillary action. So combination of adhesion and cohesion. How adhesion and cohesion? As you see, water molecule stick with other water molecule, that is cohesion, and the water molecule stick with the wall of these tube, that is adhesion. So overall, um, capillary action, it's a combination of adhesion and cohesion, cause water to rise in thin tube, important in initial movement of water into root xylem vessel. This is helpful. So capillary action helps water move up narrow space in root cortex, present in the root. Now come on the osmosis. So osmosis are very easy. It's a kind of passive transport. No needed any kind of ATP. No, it always follow high level to low level of transportation. So movement of water molecule allow only water from high water potential to low water potential through root hair cell cytoplasm through a semi-permeable membrane, right? So if I draw a container, I put a semi-permeable membrane, a membrane which allows something or partially any substance that is semi-permeable membrane, the water from here is much more, but the water is here is very low concentration. We add some salt as well, so it's a movement from high water potential. It's a movement of water molecule from high level to low level of water, that is called osmosis, or we can say water moves from where there is more water. So if there is 100 molecule of water and there is only 10 molecule of water, so it's always flow from high to low, done by a thin semi-permeable membrane. Look how water present in the soil moves absorbed by the root hair cells, and how it is absorbed by the process of osmosis. Root hair cells obviously absorb water, moves automatically by the process called osmosis, reach load in xylem and then go on its target site. Let's understand the effect of osmosis on plants. So in the given image, we can easily understood how things work. So it's a type of osmosis. See image 1, hypertonic condition. What is hypertonic condition? In this condition, the amount of water, so it's a condition where the amount of H2O in the cell is very high, very high, and the cell is dipped in a solution in which the solution having water concentration very low. Water moves automatically from high to low. This will lead to plasmolysis or plasmolyzed. The cells going to be shrinked. This condition called hypertonic. On the other hand, if I put this cell in such solution where the concentration of H2 molecule outside the cell and inside the cell is same, it's same, like same and same, net transport of water molecule take place, leading to no shrinkage, no swelling of a cell. So its shape is maintained. No change in shape actually. On the other hand, in last case, what is happen if I dip a cell in such solution where the concentration of H2O external the cell is very high, internally H2O concentration level is very low. If you put any kind of a bee in water and left for some time, automatically water moves inside and the cells getting swollen. So water molecules moves from high to low region. This is this will lead to turgid. Turgid, it means cell is going swollen, right? Movement of the water molecule from external to internal. Let's discuss hypotonic lower solute. Yes, hypo means lower. Lower solute concentration outside the cell. So water entered the cell. Yes, water enter in the cell, or you can say concentration of water inside a cell is very low. H2O level in the cell is very low. So lower solute concentration outside the cells. Cell become turgid, normal and firm. Then swollen but supported due to cell wall. Cell going to be swelled up. Isotonic equals solute concentration. It means amount of water inside and outside is same. No net movement of water, cell become flaccid, soft, slightly limp. Hypertonic. It means the concentration of water inside the cell is very high and outside it's low. Automatically water leaves the cell. Yes, lose it. Then cell undergo plasmolysis, cytoplasm shrink. So it is shrinkage of the cell. Come on the another amazing topic, diffusion. So it's just similar as osmosis, but diffusion allow the gaseous molecules. Gaseous molecules. This is when the gases or substance move from high to low concentration. Plant use this for grass like oxygen and carbon dioxide. So movement of water vapor, it's a gaseous form out of stomata by diffusion during transpiration. What is transpiration actually? So plant use water in limited amount and the left amount of water is evaporate by the help of stomata, and this is called a transpiration. You can say it's a loss of water in the form of vapor through stomata, that is called transpiration. Also involved in movement of minerals ions into root hair cells. So mineral ion from the soil moves into the root hair cells by the process of diffusion. Let's read some examples like water vapor diffusing from moist air space inside leaf to the dry external atmosphere. Look how things work. So it's high concentration, moves always towards low concentration. The greeny thing, the particle green gaseous molecules is concentrated at one side. It diffuses from higher towards lower region. Look the process difference between osmosis and diffusion. High to low movement of gaseous molecule, whereas it's always move from high to low through a semi-permeable membrane. Come on the next topic, Turgor pressure. So when water fills plant cells, this is a plant cell and the water fills in plant cell. This push the cell. If continuously water is filling inside the cell, it pushed cell wall to keep the plant firm. Like from this, it will like this. Swelling, apply pressure. So water molecule apply pressure on the cell wall of the plant, and this pressure nothing but it's a Turgor pressure. Pressure exerted by plasma membrane against cell wall when vacuole is full of water. It's just like filling of water in a water balloon. So water balloon inside water apply pressure on the balloon surface. Similarly, if water is filled in the vacuole apply pressure on cell membrane, and cell membrane apply pressure on cell wall. This pressure applied by water is Turgor pressure. Keep plant cell rigid, supports the shape. Wilted plant retain turgidity after watering. Again, understand by the help of image hyper, iso, hypo and its result. So net movement leads to flaccid. Again, the amount of water moves from high to low in case of hypotonic, where we deal amount of water from external medium is very high, internal it's low, leads to turgid. Why turgid? Because water apply pressure on the cell wall, that is reason is turgid pressure. This is hypertonic, where you can see amount of H2O in the cell very high. This will lead to loss of water from high to low and cell going to be shrink or plasmolyzed. Come on, another topic, root pressure. As word suggests, root push water upward from soil into the plant, especially at night. So this help water move when there less transpiration. So active transport of ion into xylem. How transport of ion take place? So this is the plant root basically. I just draw one. This is one root. This is and this is a root hair cells. This is the ion in the soil. Ion travel from low region to high, low region towards the high region. So it's a kind of a active transport, lower water potential, water entered by osmosis, pressure is developed. Push water up through xylem vessel. Example of guttation, droplet of water. What is guttation actually? You observe in the early morning on the grasses margin release or ooze out water molecule. That phenomena is called guttation. So droplet of water on leaf edge in the morning, it's a guttation. Look, follow the line how water actually moves. This is a soily particle, water, the blue shade. Water goes from high to low region. It's enter in the root cortex cells. Root cortex cells are the internal cells. It moves like this and finally load in a xylem vessel. Xylem, it's a kind of a complex tissue. We will cover in our upcoming session what is plant tissue. So complex tissue help of conduction of H2O. Summary. So what is a water pathway? Water travel from soil, root hair, then cortex, then xylem, then finally stem, leaf and atmosphere. This is the loss of water we call transpiration. Through the help of stomata, processes involve osmosis, diffusion, cohesion, adhesion, capillary action, root pressure, transpiration, pull. So overall, plant use all these things such as root hair cells, adhesion, cohesion, osmosis, diffusion, turgor pressure, root pressure to move water from soil all the way to the leaf. Now, let's do some quiz. What role does cohesion play in water transport as transport in plants? So it helps maintain in a continuous water column in xylem vessel by sticking water molecule together. Another question comes, how does root pressure contribute to water movement? We know how much root pressure important to carry water molecule from soil toward leaf, right? So, by pushing water up through the xylem, especially at night or when transpiration is low. Thank you. This is end for today. In our next session, we will learn about something else. Take care. See you.